In the Beatles' final years, growing internal tensions strained the once strong bond between Paul McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. Having collaborated since 1962, the band began to fracture after they stopped touring in 1966 and shifted to more experimental studio work. Creative disagreements intensified during the recording of the White Album in 1968. The sessions were so turbulent that Ringo briefly left the band while working on Back in the USSR. McCartney would later describe the atmosphere as highly conflicted, with the group nearing collapse. Lennon echoed this, suggesting the seeds of their breakup were already present in that album. Despite this, the group came together again in January 1969 for a new project, originally titled Get Back. McCartney hoped to revive their early rock spirit and return to live performances. They began rehearsals at Twickenham Film Studios, intending to document the process for a television special. However, the sessions quickly went off track. According to the Beatles' diary by Barry Miles, the band was still exhausted from previous recording efforts. McCartney's assertive direction clashed with Harrison's desire for more creative freedom. Lennon's constant presence with Yoko Ono added to the growing tension. The stress was evident, and the cameras captured every uncomfortable moment. Matters came to a head on January 10th, when Harrison walked out of the studio after lunch, quietly telling the group he was leaving. Director Michael Lindsay Hogg remembered his calm but final exit. Lennon, never one to hold back, suggested replacing George with Eric Clapton, though neither McCartney nor Starr supported the idea. The remaining trio returned to the studio and, fueled by frustration, launched into a loud and chaotic jam session, an emotional release featuring Ono's improvised vocalizations. Ringo later explained that Harrison's departure followed an argument with McCartney and that George left without notifying the others. They only realized he was gone when he failed to return from lunch. Starr described the subsequent jam as raw and aggressive, with each member reacting viscerally to the stress in the room. Reflecting on the incident, Harrison said he left because the constant filming of arguments made the environment unbearable. Though the tensions never turned physical, he saw no reason to remain in a space where he couldn't find peace. He realized he could be happier elsewhere and chose to step away. He wasn't alone in his frustration. Ringo had previously left the group, and Lennon had expressed his own discontent. The period was marked by extreme stress, worsened by being recorded during moments of conflict. Eventually, Harrison returned, but only after the band agreed to certain conditions, chief among them, abandoning the live show concept. Instead, they continued recording at Apple Corps' in-house studio, where the atmosphere reportedly improved. George later recalled the day he left, saying he went home, picked up his guitar, and wrote Wah Wah, a track born out of his mounting frustration. While Get Back was meant to return the Beatles to a simpler, more unified process, Harrison felt that old dynamics, especially McCartney's controlling approach, remained. Feeling creatively stifled and emotionally drained, he began questioning his place in the band altogether.